Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel and I'm a hot messy mama. Today I am going to be playing with some new products, a quick everyday spring summer makeup with as few products as possible. So if that sounds interesting to you, please give this video a thumbs up and keep watching. All right, just as a preview, I will be going in with the K18 AirWash. At the end, after I'm done with my makeup, I am on day 3 hair and it's getting a little greasy up here at the top. So we'll do that at the end. I've already done my skincare and sunscreen. So I'm gonna go in just as lip prep with the newer, this is the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Lip Balm. I like this. I feel like it's gonna last longer. I like how it feels on the lips. It's very nourishing and silky and but not thick. Like it feels like it stays, and not feels like, I know it stays on the lips for quite a while. It would be really good as a bedtime like lip mask. But when I put it on at the beginning, by the end when I'm going to put on lipstick, oftentimes it's still very present and I kind of have to wipe it off even, but that's good. Okay, for primer, I am gonna go in with the One Size Secure the Glow. This is Patrick Starr's brand, and I'm gonna do 2 pumps, and that's it there. It's just a clear gel, and this gives comfortable tackiness. It's not super sticky, but it definitely helps secure your makeup in place and has some glow. I use one more pump for my forehead because I tend to lose the most coverage around my hairline where I sweat and around my mouth. I did also just dermaplane with the Sephora Metal Face Razor. By dermaplane, I mean shave my face. If you're not familiar, I do get a little bit of mustache hair and I have a lot of peach fuzz on my cheeks especially, so it's nice to have a very smooth surface to go in with right now. If this look were for night, I would also go in with the DIOR Forever Glow Star Filter for even more glow, but I am not going to do that today. Last thing, prep step I forgot to mention is the LUMIFY eye drops. These are the best eye drops for whitening and brightening. So I am gonna go in with a drop of that in each eyeball. Now, instead of at the end when I already have eye makeup on and I destroy my look because I've forgotten. All right, for my base and many of the other steps, because again, the point of this video is to simplify the routine and have just a few products for all you need for this quick spring, summer makeup days when you're just running to take your kids to school, whatever the case may be, going to the pool. This is the HD Skin Face Essentials palette from Makeup Forever. I did pick this up during the sale, thankfully. It's very expensive, it's $88, but this is pretty much your whole face. You've got concealers, foundation shades, bronzers and contours, highlights. You've got shimmer highlighters up here, and then 4 different blush shades. There's also 2 different versions of the palette, a lighter and a deeper version. They call them Harmonies. So this is Harmony 1, and then there is the deeper Harmony 2. So the way I have decided I like to use this best and to give me the most coverage, because it's not full coverage, but you can definitely get medium coverage. Take my fingers and go in and do stripes on my face, and I mix the colors to get the closest to my skin tone. So I go in with the little bit deeper shade first, and then I'm gonna go in with this lighter, not the lightest, but the second lightest shade up top here. And I'm just literally swirling my finger in and then striping it on my face to kind of even out those colors. And go down my nose with that one. And then now I'm gonna take the lightest shade and go right in the middle. Take that also down my nose, put a little of that right in the middle of my chin and lip here, also where I want more coverage. And then just a little bit right here. I'm not bringing it right up under my eye. The brush I like using with this is the brush I like using for everything. That's the Refer BO2. It's one of their new synthetic complexion brushes. And actually, now that I think about it, because we are trying to simplify, I'm gonna also get my contour shades on now as well. Right under here. Right up in the corners. And then along the sides of my nose. Underneath, across the top. I'm gonna start blending all this out. The darker shade first. And now I'm just gonna go everywhere. My mirror is a little low, which is why I keep kind of like ducking down, so I apologize. I need to mount it higher. You can see it gives pretty decent coverage. Most of my sun damage is evened out, pretty blurred, pretty covered. Now I'm gonna go in and kind of use this as concealer. I'm gonna do mostly the lightest shade and just a dab of the slightly deeper shade. And this I'm gonna really use my fingers to get it warmed up and spread out, and then I'm just gonna pat. That looks pretty good. And it's not too heavy of a formula, so it's not feel like you have a ton of cream makeup on. It's a very thin consistency, but blends well and has a decent amount of coverage for how thin it is. That looks great on my under eyes. That looks really good. I'm actually gonna take just what's left on my finger and put it on top. And that'll even out the skin tone up there, because I do have a lot of veins and discoloration on my eyelids as well. The only thing I wish is that this had a mirror. Like, they could have maybe put a mirror on the back, but I don't know. That makes it hard to identify what it is. And it's very conducive to pro makeup artist usage, so they don't really need a mirror when they're doing somebody else. So I'll survive. I'm gonna go in with a little bit more of the contour. Look how easy that blends out. You don't even need a brush. You could do this all with your fingers if you were in a pinch. But you could also do everything with one brush as well. Oh, that's so pretty. Take a little more on my nose. Okay, I'm gonna go in now with the bronzer shade, and that one I am just gonna take straight on my brush, and I'm gonna mix these two so the bronzer's not too deep for me. It is pretty warm, and the contour is of course cool because it's mimicking shadows, and the bronzer is adding warmth. And of course, if you're not explaining what you're doing, you could do this much faster than I am. Some on my brows, and then I'm gonna take a little bit up here and warm up the forehead. Again, I'm just going back and forth between these two bronzer shades. That's really pretty. I'm gonna take what's left on the brush and just go kind of down. I could have done that with the contour shade, but I'm not super contouring. I'm just giving a little bit of shape. But you could, if you wanted to, you could chisel away with this palette. Okay, just a light bronze, love it. And now I'm gonna go in with the cream blush, and then we're gonna go in and set. And I'm gonna mix these two more cool tone shades, a custom blush shade, and actually I'm gonna take my finger again to warm it up. There's one, and I'm gonna use a different finger so I'm not cross-contaminating. All right, let's put some of the brighter pink here, and then some of the deeper pink back here. Blend that in. And I'm just dabbing. I'm not doing any harsh swirls or anything. I am just dabbing. And you can see there is glow in these blushes. It's not shimmer, but it is a cream product, so there is some glow. And that is beautiful. That is so pretty. And you can build it up. They do build. I'm just kind of taking what's left on my fingers and putting a little more pigment there. And if you want to go back in with another layer, do it. It builds up. All right, let's take these two again. Put this one in the front and this one a little further back. And take what's left across the tip of my nose. And again, up on my big brow bone here. That is so pretty. I'm gonna add just a little bit more of the brighter pink right in the front here. Just to show you can absolutely build up that color, and you could keep going. These are the 4 blush shades. Excuse my not very good from behind swatches, but there you can really see those colors and the sheen. So pretty. Such a beautiful, beautiful palette. All right, I'm now gonna do some quick highlight, duh. These 2 shades up here are highlighters, so I am gonna go in, again, just with my fingers. I'm gonna take the golden shade over here, right here on the high points. Now, this is not a beaming to the gods highlighter. This is much more lit from within. That's really, really lovely. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Because they're all creams and they're all literally the same formula. They blend together beautifully. All right, let's take some of that on the tip. Down the middle, right on my lip. I am gonna take a brush to do my inner corners. All right, that is a beautiful palette and almost a full face. We just need a couple more details in there. I'm gonna go in with the Cosmetics Portrait Mode powder, which I've been using pretty consistently. And I'm gonna take the powder side of the Nikki LaRose BK dual brush. The black side is more designed for powder. And I'm gonna start under my eyes, checking to be sure I didn't have creases first. Now, because this is a cream and I want it to last, I am gonna set most of my face. All the way up here. And I'm just gonna set the front of my cheeks where I have more pores and texture right here. Okay. We are set. Next, let's go in with a powder bronzer that is gonna serve several functions. Just picked up the Sephora Collection powder bronzer. I do have the contour too, but I'm trying to use as few products as possible, so I did use the contour in the Makeup Forever palette. This is the Sephora Collection. This is their new matte bronzer. It is scented. Ugh, like a sort of floral scent. I have no idea why Sephora decided scenting this bronzer was necessary. It'd be different if it was maybe like a tropical sort of like, you know, suntan lotion smell. It's not, it's floral. I am not fond of that decision, but it's still a lovely bronzer. I'm gonna go in with the Sephora airbrush for this. And this is further setting the cream underneath. This step is absolutely not necessary, but because I do sweat a lot up here around the edge of my face, I'd like a little bit more longevity, and setting your powder or setting your cream is really gonna help with that. And I'm keeping this on the back of my cheek here. All right, take a little down my neck. And then I'm going to take a fluffy eyeshadow brush, something like the BK201. And I'm just taking the bronzer into my crease. Again, I could have used the Makeup Forever palette for all of these steps as well. And then I'm going to take this down the sides of my nose. I'm going to take the edge of the brush and go under the outer corner. All right, and that's the powder bronzer. So far, we're only at 2 products, and we're almost done. I'm gonna do my brows. I've been loving this brow look recently. DIOR brow styler, either brown or dark brown shade, and the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze Gel. So I'm gonna do my brows real quick and be right back. Okay, brows are done. I'm gonna go in now with Tightline. This is just the LA Girl Ultimate Auto Tightline. It's like $5. It's one of the best waterline eyeliners. Just for a splash of color on my lids, I'm gonna go with Space Cowboy. I'm just taking Space Cowboy on the lid for a little bit of sparkle. This is from Urban Decay, and it is the 24-hour Moondust, or just Moondust. That is so pretty, and that's all you need for the lids. We've already got our bronzer. We're gonna go in with mascara in a second, but first I'm gonna do a quick spritz. This is the Dahlia Serum spray, and then I'm gonna follow that up with a more long wear setting spray. Urban Decay All Nighter is a great choice. CALIRAY Surf Proof is the one I'm gonna use this time. If my spritzer is, yes. Sometimes the spray on this gets a little spitty. Okay, now let's go in with mascara. I'm gonna do the Sephora. I have been loving this. This is the Love the Lift. It builds up easily without getting clumpy, and it's very separating and very lifting. The name is accurate. There are the lashes. This is beautiful, absolutely stunning mascara. Lastly, for lips, I like to go in for every date with something totally easy. The RAVIE Beauty by Outlick Lines Effortless Lips. The shade Dahlia is an everyday favorite. Another formula I love, the NARS Afterglow Shine Balm, or Shine Lipstick, Super Shine Lipstick, Shiny Balmy Lipsticks, whatever they're called, in the shade Devotion. And then the new formula from Sephora, they're About That Shine. These are the sheer version, the sheer shine lipsticks. These are absolutely stunning. I've been wearing shade 03 Desert Glow and 02 Soft Twinkle. They're buildable, super comfortable. That being said, some of them are scented. I guess it's all of them. I didn't notice the first few days I wore this, and then all of a sudden I noticed they were scented. Okay, this is Desert Glow in the Sephora. This is Soft Twinkle in the Sephora. This is Dahlia from RAVIE Beauty. And this is the shade Devotion in the NARS Afterglow. So these are my everyday, sheer, buildable, beautiful, comfortable, balmy color. Today I am gonna go in with Desert Glow from the Sephora collection. It's so pretty. You could use a liner, but for every day, when you're kind of in a hurry, it doesn't really matter. Okay, this is the finished face. Let's go in quickly with this and see how this works, because we are greasy up here. This is a non-aerosol, but it's not a spray powder like the Day. Meet the reinvention of dry shampoo, the future of clean, powered by biotech. Revolutionary odor bind smart release technology doesn't mask odors. It's scientifically proven to recognize, suspend, and eliminate them. Translucent microbeads absorb oil without a white cast or starchy buildup. Gentle formula. Clinically proven to reduce oil and eliminate odor. Keeps working for up to 72 hours. Hopefully this lasts a long time because this is $48 for this bad boy for a dry shampoo. It's called the AirWash, by the way, by K18. Their hair mask went viral. This is sold out everywhere. I had to go into a Sephora in Kohl's to find this. Yeah, shake well. Non-aerosol formula may feel slightly damp, but will not disturb your style. Hold the bottle 4 to 6 inches away from scalp. For even distribution, start with 1 spray per section, increasing up to 3 sprays as needed. Massage and brush as usual. Let's see. There it goes. Yeah, it's definitely like a liquid spraying. All right, doesn't say you have to leave it for any amount of time. And I can feel like that is wet. Like there was water in there, or not water, but there was, you know, something in there that feels moist, but it's very cooling. And we're massaging, and we're massaging. Let me spray a little more right here on the front. That's also where I try and cover the Dahlia serum spray because it does get oily. It smells decent. It doesn't smell like it's scented, but it doesn't smell bad either. Yep. That looks good. That looks way better than it did. It's got some volume. Doesn't look greasy. Well, I'll be damned. All right, K18. And honestly, because it doesn't spray a ton per spray, I feel like this should last at least a few months, where the aerosol cans go pretty darn quick. My favorite dry shampoo ever is the Advanced Clean from Living Proof. The Day powder spray I have been liking, but it definitely, you have to work that in because it sprays a white powder. It does disappear, but I got a lot of flakes after using it a couple times, and I don't know if that's just because it dried out my scalp so much or if it was just buildup from the product. I'm not sure. I'm gonna keep playing with it, but maybe not if I love this one so much. I mean, you saw how oily it was before. I like this. I like this. I'm gonna keep playing with it, see how it goes. If it keeps this for 3 days, yeah, this might be my new dry shampoo favorite, even though it's expensive. And thank you for letting me share my simple everyday routine with you for quick makeup, out the door, spring and summer, trying a couple new products, as few products as possible this time. We're scaling things down over the summer. Again, if you like this kind of content, please give this video a likes. Please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe for more over 40 beauty content. Got lots of declutters coming and should be a fun summer. So please join me. Like, subscribe, share, all the things. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.